Now I'm not going to lie to you, I kinda screwed up, but not really, 'cause I was tricked into thinking something without even thinking. Does that even make sense when I really was thinking but hadn't thought to check the box, to check the world, to check if it was true, if all the greatness had been resolved, if the tragedy had resolved itself in due time, but unfortunately not. But that doesn't matter now, and what really, so doesn't matter now is that apparently everything is just happening on the dream. SMP, and to be honest, TBH, I really do not care, because I don't want to be swindled and waddle in that infinite ocean of a million plot lines. Except I'll eventually, I'm pretty sure that I'll end up there anywhere. Not just the dream SMP, not even the SMP. It's only a tale to be revisited, unveiled for you all to see in the future. Folks, you surprised by the title? Me too. Me too. Oh. I'm like, me too, and then just destroy my, not destroy anything. I just pushed my, a cord. That's really all I did. So you surprised by the title, folks? You surprised? Yeah, me too. I too am really surprised by said title. I wouldn't have seen this coming. So let me tell you a story before we get into whatever I'm doing in this title. Because to be honest with you, I actually don't know what the title is. But I'm gonna figure that out in a minute. But basically, look, I made a bit of a promise a while back. Well, actually, before that promise, I was a bit of a, not a bit of a dumb. There was an event way back in the good old days, before like COVID, before Infinity War, maybe, before Endgame, definitely. Probably not. But basically, before time, or more specifically, before 2019, at least before episode, 300, really down there when I said, when I used to say, welcome back to, is it wrong to try to be, when I did those intros, and then we had Reunion playing every single goddamn episode, and it was the greatest song ever made in history, and then Don Machi decided to release another 15. So around that era. And remember how do I say? Remember how there was this one song, or not one song, remember how there was this one event that had happened, that was, I think, the very first collaboration event between Danmachi Memoria Freese and another anime. I might be wrong about that, because now I remember Kino's journey, but anyway, one of the many firsts, matchups or collabs that this game had with another anime, story-wise, was Attack on Titan. Now, Attack on Titan is an anime that I haven't watched to this day, which I'm very surprised about, because I promised y'all that I would watch Attack on Titan when I was doing that event originally, and I never did. I added it to my queue on Crunchyroll, never did. The 4th season is out, apparently. It's actually, like, broadcasting, like, not, like, it's ongoing. Like, everyone in the universe apparently is watching it, including Jacksepticeye, which, you know, I shouldn't be surprised, but still, like, look, all I'm saying is that if Jacksepticeye is watching an anime that I haven't watched, and then I realize, oh, wait, every single one of my friends have watched it, and I haven't, I don't know, man. I feel like I've fallen off. Like, look, here's what I'm saying, alright? I know that I've known about Naruto for like 3 years, maybe even more. And the same goes for One Piece. And I haven't watched those either. You know, I watched like the first 28 episodes of the OG Dragon Ball, and that's really the first anime that I saw, right? But legit, dude, I feel like the first really popular anime besides Blend S that I started to watch way back when was My Hero Academia. I knew about Attack on Titan. I feel like I've known about Attack on Titan, and I've heard people talk about it, and I've heard my friends talk about it, and I've heard a lot of terrible things and beautiful things happen in that show, even though I'm pretty sure beautiful things haven't happened in that show. And, man, it's just been... I don't know, man. I've kind of just avoided it for so long, and I kind of want to keep avoiding it. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Attack on Titan is definitely a show that I'm gonna end up watching at some point. Because, like, we have the characters. Like, look, Mans was right there. Let's see if we can load him back up there. But if I'm not mistaken, that's Levi, or Levy, or whatever you want to call him. Hey, Mayak. Let's see if we can get him. I could just easily show you the party, but, you know, what's the fun in that? Hey, Goblin Slayer. I also gotta finish that, but we're not gonna talk about it. We're talking about... I was about to say Demon Slayer. Attack on Titan. Hey, Almina. Hey, Lufia. Hey, Val. Okay. Hey, Artemis. Welf. Seer. Just calling out everyone's names. Hey, how do you man win? That's pretty pog. Oh, and remember that event. That was a very funny event. Hey! Oh, that's right, they were detectives. Kobinu, we haven't seen you ever. Oka. Okay, I'm just gonna have to look and do a party, aren't I? Okay, if there's nothing here. Okay. One more time? Okay. No, yeah, one more time. Okay, no, we're good. Okay. So, where are they? They should be top. Yeah, there you go. Aaron. This guy. I don't know if he's like the main character of Attack on... Like, we had an event, right? I guess we kind of learned about the ODM armor thing. Which I don't know how I even remember that. And, you know, I don't know, man. I was kind of intrigued by, like, when they entered most of the event that we saw, I thought was really, really interesting. Because it was, well, not only was it, like, one of the first collab events, I feel like, of the series, or, like, of the game. But it was also, like, my introduction to the characters from Attack on Titan. So it was a bit interesting. You know, the same was for Data Live and Goblin Slayer, even though it kind of wasn't, because I watched, like, half of Goblin Slayer before I started the event, I think. But that's not the point. Well, it is the point. But anyway, my overall point is, I am eventually going to have to watch this anime. I think that was my overall point, right? Right? I hope that was my overall point. Sure, you know what, let's make that the overall point. So yeah, that's my overall point. I'm gonna eventually want to watch this. Oh no, that's what I was gonna say. So, sorry man, I'm just going everywhere, aren't I? So another reason that I kind of haven't watched Attack on Titan is that I'm pretty sure it's gonna be one of those shows that's gonna break my heart instantly. And like I mentioned in a previous episode, which I'm pretty sure was last episode, I had said that I don't, look up anime that are gonna make me cry, because I've heard that a lot of tragic things have happened on an Attack on Titan, and you know what, I don't know, Chief, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for tragedy. I mean, look, folks, I'm all for Aragonaut, alright? I'm all for Estrella Record. I'm all for... What are other tragedies? I'm all fine for Turbulent Shore Rondo. I'm all fine with that. Definitely 100% did not cry. But, dude, I don't know. Like, I feel like we know the max violence, alright, of Memoria Freese. I feel like I can deal with violence and tragedy and all this kind of stuff. I don't know, man. Look, all I'm saying, right, is that when I watched Angel Beats, I didn't go in there being like, man, I'm gonna end up crying. I went in there, looked because it looked interesting, and because I feel like people talked about it in a Reddit post like 5 years ago or something that I saw like 5 months ago or 6 months ago, and I'm like, hey, that looks interesting. And so I watched it, and my heart was ripped out, and I loved it. And so, sorry, like I was saying, Attack on Titan, the reason why I haven't watched it, I think, is because of this other anime that's kind of... Well, again, it's because I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt. Like, I know it has a lot of action. I'm sure there's a lot of lore and action and all that kind of stuff. And that's great. And that's amazing. You know, I'm hyped for that. You know what I mean? But, I don't know, man. I just don't want my soul to be crushed. Alright, like, look, when I watched Fairy Tail, alright, there was like 1,000,001. I feel like, my memory is a bit foggy from, watching the first 157 episodes, but, dude, there were so many death fake-outs that I swear I had a heart attack every other 10 episodes. Like, dude, there was this one episode that I legit thought Gray was gonna die because he had this super cool power that basically, if he used it, it would basically be suicide. And I'm like, look, I know that I prefer Natsu over Gray 100%, but dude, you are like one of the main characters and you're pretty funny at times, so just please do not die. And also your backstory is pretty pog, so just don't die. And then he didn't die, and I was so happy, but I was at the brink of tears. All right, and that's coming from a person that likes Natsu more than Gray. But my point is that I don't want to get into that. And so here's the other problem with me not having to watch Attack on Titan. It's this other anime that's I've also heard is really dark. Like, it seems nice. It's sort of like Madoka Magica, where it's all nice. But like behind it, it's like deviously, I don't know, freaking demon-like, devil-like, hellish, tragic. I don't know. And this show is called The Promised Neverland, and I heard about this. I think because of My Hero Academia. I think one of their outros was sort of a mix between that. I didn't really know what it was, but I heard about it from somebody a while back, and my memory might just be fuzzy. I might be completely wrong about it, but I heard that The Promised Neverland was like really messed up, and look, I don't want to give spoilers, but I legit think like it's about like, I legit think it's just about, like, and I might be wrong about this. God, what are they called? Nuns? So I think it's about nuns that run an orphanage, and there's these 3 kids or something, and I guess, like, the nuns are, like, demons who eat the kids, or throw the kids to the wolves or something, or to, like, demons. I don't know. It's complicated. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure the Promised Neverland is like, oh yeah, the nuns are like, oh, if you are all, pretty boys and girls and great boys and girls, we're gonna let you leave, and then they're left to leave, and then it's not really. It's sort of like when it comes to cows, or like farm animals, that are gonna eventually, and this is gonna be. And look, I don't want to be demonetized, even though I'm not really getting any profit from this. But look. When that kind of sounds like me saying to a cow, or like a cattle, or an animal, I don't know what you want to call it, right? Like a farm animal, right? And be like, oh, hey, little Tony, or like, hey, big Tony, like, hey, big T, we're going to bring you to the great place. They fattened him up and everything. And the great place, the quote-unquote great place is death. And so that's another reason the Promised Neverland kind of scares me. And then there's this other thing. Like, I heard that there is this song that goes along with the show, or that's in the show. And I guess it's famous for, I don't know. It's called Isabella's Lullaby. And I'm like, like, that sounds cute. But again, it's like another thing that it's like, oh yeah, it's another front for the show being cute and all, and then, it's going to be demonic in the background. Again, I might be completely wrong about that. I might have been given some false information. But I feel like I've had that in my mind, or like I'm pretty sure somebody told me that it was really dark, and then I just kind of stuck with that. And so that's another reason why I haven't really watched Attack on Titan. It's because Attack on Titan is going to be really tragic, from what I've heard. And then also the reason why I kind of haven't watched The Promised Neverland is the same thing. And so the question you might be asking, alright, and the question that you probably, really have been wanting to know the answer to, you've had your hand raised up for, the past 17, 18 minutes, and you've probably been asking, what the hell is your point? Well, here's the thing, alright, and here's the thing, I really didn't have to go on a whole rant about Attack on Titan and The Promised Neverland, and how I don't want to just see tragic stuff. We already had a 20-minute rant about this last episode. But there is a point, because my point involves Attack on Titan. So, folks, as I said in the intro, I had a plan that was going to blow all your minds. And I even said this last episode, oh, dudes, the next episode, you can't, think of every possible solution, and you're not going to be able to think of the possible solution, right? Well, folks, surprise, surprise, surprise. The possible solution, or the impossible, I don't know. The secret was that I was going to start Attack on Arario. Again, thinking that I had the full story. But thankfully, I double-checked last night to see if I had the whole story. Because I'm pretty sure, I had the idea that all of the events that we had were all recapped like that. And that didn't happen. So, yeah. So, I was sort of left in uh-oh, this is bad. I don't know what to do for the next episode then. And believe me, folks, it's not like I'm out of, secrets. It's not that I'm out of, amazing surprises. like, believe me or not, you know, believe it or not, I still got like 2 or 3 more surprises up my sleeve. Like normal episode wise before like grand episode 1K. But I don't want to release those yet because, you know, we're not even like below, you know, episode. We're not even out of episode, like halfway through the 980s, through the 980s. So I think this is actually 908. What, you get my point? Like, we just started it, and if not, you know, we're getting into it, or we're going to it. And so I didn't really want to. I don't really want to, you know, throw out all my trump cards like right then and there. And so, since unfortunately we cannot finish Attack on Arario, I'm gonna find another another way to entertain all of you. Because, yeah, I kind of screwed up. So, yeah. Oh? What's this, Sharon? Who are you? Also, why is Otto off? Ooh. But who are you, though? Who are you? Oh. Interesting. Oh? Alright. Interesting. Passion of the Maidens, or the Maenads, or I don't know. That's terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying. I am so terrified. I'm trembling. Probably. I think you're imagining it. Really? Seriously. Alright, good luck on that. Yeah? It definitely is. And I'd like to know why. Probably. No. Oh? Alright, people are fighting. We gotta get into fights. We gotta start helping. We gotta jump in and save the world. And so they jumped in and saved the world. Oh, it's the guy. I thought these two were a part of the story that Lufia was telling. Oh no, is what's her name wounded? No, we're gonna help you. Okay, yeah, Sharon. Oh, Sharon's not injured. Interesting. They're just trying to help you, mate. You want help from Loki, Familia? Interesting. Oh, they headed deeper? Oh no. Not a good idea, but, you know, for the sake of plot, why not? Ooh. I thought, yeah, let's go with I thought you said that. Yep. No, dude, the moment things get dangerous is when y'all help. Come on. But whatever. So I'm not the boss here. Dang. They're not gonna leave you alone, mate. They're not gonna leave you alone. Sorry to break it. Oh? Oh! So they know who she is. Oh. 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 This is interesting. This is bad, but it's interesting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Several days later. Hello, Deonsis. The fire you started, like Amelia. Wait. Were those his children? That'd be interesting. Oh, well, sorry, Philvis is his child, sorry. Hey, Demeter, we haven't seen her in a while. Discuss with. It's a big word, big typo, but whatever. Your neighborhood. Your neighborhood. I like this. I like these typos. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just gonna... This is old Memoria Freese, mate. You can't blame him. Walls to collect. Walls to... Oh! Large flower monsters. Oh, man. Was this like the first sighting of them? Or after the first sightings? Interesting. Very interesting. Man, the music really just changes in these old events. But Bet, what happened to you, man? You really changed. What happened to your gray coat, mate? Why does this man look like he's got 12 packs? Why does this man look like he can hold a 12-pack? Even though he can't. What's the matter, Bet? Can't do anything without eyes? Well, technically. I mean, now that I think about it, way back when I did that unintentional review of one of the episodes of Sword Art Troy, which I still haven't finished, by the way, I remember that Bet had jumped in the air, and I remember his boot has, like, this gemstone that's powered by Eyes' wind, and so I don't think he can do anything with eyes if he's fighting one of them flower things. You know, that's all I'm saying, mate. Or Viola, sorry. No, it's 100% the point. What's Sly Elf? Yeah, what about you, Bet? You I've been through a lot! Exclamation part. Don't remind me. Bet straight up looking like a gangster. More than he ever will be. Or a punk, sorry. Oh. Oh, okay, well that explains everything. Bet, I'm so sorry. Can we get... I mean, I don't see any problem with it, man. Comedy. Huh, interesting. So we're gonna see Demeter more. Alright. And they really aren't. They're a farming familia. So, yeah. Or a, you got my point. Also, before we continue, I really... Actually, no, we'll continue, we'll continue. Good for you. I see Bet's still acting like a bit of a bee. Truly. So we're going to be doing investigative work. It's pretty cool. Oh? Maybe it was Bet? And now y'all split ways, went different ways. Surely not, right? Maybe? I wonder who it is. I wonder who it is. Let's hope we find out and I don't leave you off on a cliffhanger. Oh, it's Sharon. Good question. Because... How? How does it make sense? Ooh! Wait, what? Wait, what? She'll be fine. Yeah, I'll be fine. I have my magic. They don't call me a magical idiot savant for nothing. True. You better. Dude, she's just a goddess. Imagine Lufia's magic attack is just rebutted in a second. Oh, they are? I don't even know. Yeah, we really do be counting on Bet-Do. Okay. We're gonna... Sorry. We're gonna take a bit of an intermission. How, I don't know how far we got into that, but in any case... Dudes, folks, that was the beginning. Oh, y'all just witnessed the beginning of the very first event of the game. Alright, not of the series, of the game. Alright. I know. What a surprise. What a shocker. Let's talk about it. Dude, I am always tunneled in on either Belle or Ryu or Hestia Familia. You know, and sure, we've had our fair time with good old Loki Familia, but dude, how is it that I forget that freaking, okay, I'm gonna get her name wrong already. I need a reminder, because her name is kind of very complicated, and if she's not here... I keep on forgetting that Miss Chala, or I need to recheck her name again so I don't anger an entire fan base. Please, please, please. Oh, they're not telling me the last name. Oh, this is unfortunate. Okay, it's Chalia. I forgot that Miss Philvis Chalia, has a bit of a reputation in the good old dungeon, where she's basically bad luck, and almost every party she's been with in the past, of adventurers, of course, that go into the dungeon, ends up all dying except for her. And I completely forgot, like, look, dude, I've tunneled so far into Polar Knights and animation and writing lyrics and Aragonot and frickin' Estrella Records Season 3, Season 2. Low-key, 100% forgot that she had a cool background story, dude. I completely forgot that Ryu wasn't the only elf that had an epic background. Alright? Dude, that's crazy. I completely forgot that Fibulis, I completely forgot that that's why people hated Fibulis. Or not hated. But, like, I completely forgot that Filvis, that's why she's kind of how she was in the first season and, like, every time that we've kind of seen her. You know, except for Nightmare Academia. We don't talk about Filvis from Nightmare Academia. I mean, look, all I'm saying is, if you know, you know. But dude, I completely forgot that Filvis was... Wow, that's crazy. She's meeting... This is actually... Like, for an old event, like, for, like, the very first event, it's quite interesting. I gotta be honest. That's a really interesting first event to start the game off on back then. And it's entertaining 3 years later. Damn. It's good. It's a good event. You know, it's not like the level of, you know, Midsummer Lover's Tale or, you know, like Aragonot. But, you know, it's interesting because it's touching upon Filvis. And, like, interacting, or, like, not interacting, but bumping into the wife of the husband that was apparently an adventurer in her party that was killed, you know, presumably because of her going into the dungeon with that party. And the other thing is that the Sharon lady, right? I'm not sure if her name is actually Sharon. I'm pretty sure it's Sharon. But Sharon, right? Sharon. Dude, I think that was really interesting because when she was saying, oh my god, 6 years ago, and I'm over here thinking, alright, like straight up, I'm straight up thinking, oh, we're talking about a Estrella record? We talking about 7 Years War? No, we're not. And I was really surprised about that because if she had been talking about 7 Years War, I'm like, dude, they teased 7 Years War since, like, ever. But not really because she didn't really say 7 Years War. But you get my point. But dude, legit surprised. 100% surprised, alright? 10 million% surprised that I completely forgot that Miss Fitavis has a bit of a reputation for kind of being bad luck. Anyway, now that I've had that little rant, also, by the way, man, just the typos are great. Also, we're seeing Demeter. We're seeing Demeter. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, which just blew my mind, kind of. Sharon and the other hooded folks can control the violas. Where's that in Sword Oratoria? Like, I'm sure they were probably using a magic item or something, but still. Like, look, all I'm saying is that nobody's out here, no adventurer is out here in the dungeon, you know, instructing a monster to be like, yo, homie, I want you to kill my enemies, alright? And then they follow orders and they do it, alright? That's sus, alright? I mean, that's real sus. Because, you know, Xenos, they're a different thing. We don't know about Xenos in, you know, event 1 of the game, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure the whole Xenos arc wasn't even a thing 3 years ago. Because I'm pretty sure the whole Xenos thing arc of the manga was released, like, maybe, I don't know, like, last year? I don't know. I really don't know how. I don't. But you get my point, right? Like, anyway. Also, I think it would be a surprise if they were, a part of, what do you call them? I think it would be really interesting if they were a part of, I can't remember his name. What was that one guy, that Subaru-looking guy from Season 3? I forgot, Akelos. I wouldn't be surprised if they were a part of Akelos family, and that's why they could tame him, or, like, control him, because... But then again, I don't fucking know anymore. It's this plot, man. It's so complicated. Anyway, I'm probably looking too deep into it. We're gonna continue enjoying that in the episode after next episode, because next episode we are going to be continuing and I love how I put in the description of the last one, the most terrifyingly terrific nightmare, or possible nightmare, of Belle, called the Stahimi Scheme. And look, I gotta be honest, you would not believe how much I wanted to title that, how much I wanted to name the title of the episode, or title the episode, Stahimi Scheme, like with a huff of an H, like Stahimi, you know? I really wanted to do that, but then I'm like, do I really want to, I don't know. Anyway, there's that. And then the other thing is this, alright? Like, look, y'all know, I already told y'all the day, or tomorrow, I don't know. The day after tomorrow, or tomorrow, I really don't know. We're gonna be doing Stahimi Scheme. even though I really do know. But now, folks, now is the time for me to talk all about my day. So, basically, I log on to first period study hall. Teacher's like, yo, homie, just say hi, and I can say goodbye, or I don't know. And so I say hi, I say goodbye, and then, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm really hungry. And so I go downstairs, and I swear, for like the first time in 300 years, probably not, because I'm pretty sure I made one like last night or yesterday at some point. But in any case, for the first time in 152 years, your boy made an egg, and not just made an egg, he made an egg by himself, alright? I made my breakfast, and I made my dinner, and I am proud, alright? I'm making eggs, folks. Sure, I'm not making my bed, but I will tell you this, I'm making quite the dope house in Minecraft, alright, boys? I'm really making a dope house, alright? Your boy legit, like... Look, all I'm saying, I have a stack and 17 iron in Minecraft Survival, dude. And your homie hasn't even built iron armor yet. He's built an entire cottage looking straight out of a Minecraft 2013 tutorial. Alright? And I'm making an entire, like, fortress wall or sorts, more like base camp wall around this house, like that's taking at least like 10 stacks of stone walls, and holy lord, is it difficult. But you know, I stopped doing that because I wanted to record. But yeah, you know, I really like the I really like the parts of the episode, or like of an episode, or like the ways I can, and this is gonna be the final rant, right? I like the way that some YouTubers at the end of their episode, or like at the end of their videos, or some YouTubers, I really just mean to say like Optimus or something, or who knows, other YouTubers just start going on a rant, like, oh yeah, like, you know, like freestyle, right? You know, like freestyle, how you're like, you know, this is gonna be really cringy, like, no, I'm not. Anyway, my point is, you know, freestyle, right? Well, you know, there's some YouTubers that I feel like I've watched, or, you know, have gone on rants, you know, like me, right? About, you know, other things that, you know, I don't really talk about because, I'm not up here, you know, reading Twitter every 30 days, or every, 10 hours, or just every second. Anyway, there's these sort of freestyle rants, or like these rants that sort of start off, and like when you're, you know, when a specific person is ranting, they get to the point where they know, they get to the point where it's like, oh yeah, I know this part of my rant so well, that, and I'm also like so frustrated, by the end of this sentence, that I'm gonna keep it ongoing for like 30 minutes, or like at least like 20 seconds, and it just riles up, like, you know when you scream, right? Like, let's say you get like a splinter or something, right? And your scream sort of goes like, like it's low, and then it's just screeching like a pterodactyl, right? Like that, right? Like a crescendo, if you know what crescendo is. So just imagine that, but like with ranting, right? And so, for example, right, like let's say I'm telling a story, and this is a fake story, right? But it's an example, right? So, I pulled up to the McDonald's, and I was, wait, no, fuck, this is gonna be really cringy for a minute, because I can't do this I can't do this randomly, you know, let's think about, I'm gonna think about something that I can actually rant about for a hot second. Oh yeah, okay. So basically, there's this person called Bel Crenell that he's an adventurer in Arario, and he's really really interesting, and he's really really cool, and he's wanting to become really really strong, and as strong as he's trying to get, he has this super cool like skill, and his goddess knows about it, but he doesn't know about it, and she bought a knife, and then their family isn't dead, and basically Belle, he's in love with this person, and she's called Ayaz, or like Ayaz Wallen what's it, and not exactly like that, but like, look dude, what I'm basically saying is, when someone's on just an infinite constant rant about a single thing, like to the point where they're not pausing for 1 second. So, it's like, oh yeah, so, there's this one show and this one movie and this one show and this one movie, and there's this one character in this one movie, and that one character has feelings for this other character in this one movie, and that one feeling for the other character doesn't matter because this other person, and then this other person, and the other person, and can you believe that this other person did that? Like that. That's a perfect example. I really didn't have to recap Memoria Freese as an example, but I don't know, man. I just find that really, really funny. And I find it really cool at the same time, because once you reach the peak of that, you're either screaming, frustrated, or just very, very happy. And I don't know, man. I think it's an interesting, I don't know. I think it's an interesting part of like a rant or a conversation or something. Like just going from like just going from freaking piano to, oh god, I wait, what was it? Yeah, it was mezzo. Yeah, it was like going from piano to like mezzo or mezzo piano C like that. Dude, I haven't been in chorus for like half of a year, dude. I don't remember a single thing. All right, so sorry if I don't remember, levels of sound in music, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And I don't know, man, it's just funny. I love how I just rant about random things, and yeah, I'm trying to piece it all together, and then at the end of me piecing it all together and having a great conclusion, the episode already ends up being an hour. So, folks, this has been another hour-some episode or so. I'm personally not that tired, so that's why I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to listen to more Scrubby, and maybe some Optimist, because apparently people are really just taking massive L's at the beginning of this year. And I don't want to name some of them, I don't want to name people, but one of them may or may not be, Call Me Carson, which I don't have a problem with him, but I mean, this situation, man, Dream, it's, I mean, look, only 2 people, alright? Only 2 people, but dude, all I'm saying is, 2021 really do be starting off with, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, like I said, I'm gonna listen to some allegations, some wacky stories, and to, some lessons, while I continue to play Minecraft in a snowy biome where I constantly get murdered by strays. Yeah, this has been me, signing off for today, and hopefully gonna see y'all tomorrow, because tomorrow, folks, though I have a bit of a, well, you already know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, but still, tomorrow, it's gonna be steamy, alright? It's gonna be schemy. And you could quite possibly say that it could be one of the greatest episodes of Memoria Freese. That was cringe. Anyway. Once again, for like the 50th time, because every outro to every video is like 50 minutes long. Arigatou gozaimasu for watching another episode of Danjuni de Almoto. Y3. And, yeah. Sayo. I really need to watch Attack on Titan, Nara.